So these equations are very important. And yeah, just do one more. Yeah. So your first job is to bring everything in one side. Always the better off. So try to have zero here. That's very important. Then now you try to factorize. What are the factors of this? Does it have real factors? And whenever you have to factorize, please stop that habit. Or you look for good numbers, you come in this and product is that. You will not use commit mistake. Okay, so you always do it by this formula. Does it have real factors? Real. So there's a great theorem, the great essence of quadratics. What if f of x is this and a is positive and b square is less than 4ac, correct? Then f of x is positive definitely for all real values of. And that means if you want to plot this function, this becomes like this. Okay? Like this. It goes above the x-axis. It doesn't cut. So the roots are non-real. Non-real root means it doesn't cut real axis. And this fx is positive definite. And what if a is less than 0 and and is very important. B square is less than 4ac. This means fx is negative definite for all values of x. This means for all. That means what? This will be positive definite. You can forget about it. Correct? That means you will not find any number x for which this will be negative. And you can transfer it here. Positive thing transferred, the sign of inequality doesn't change. So this will be what? And this means what? This is negative, so is this correct? And this you can be by alpha beta method or graphically what? These are the no points, they are 1, 1. Where is this negative? What is the solution? 0, 2. Correct? We have solved this inequality. Now next. What? Bring everything in one side. Don't cross multiply. It takes time. You will have to make cases. If you want to do it by cross multiplication, how many cases will be there? 4. This positive, this positive, this negative, this negative, this positive, negative, negative, positive. Or both negative and all. 4 cases. Don't do that. Bring everything in one side. Right? Factorize. Can we factorize it? What are the factors?
X minus 2.
X minus 2. Correct? Now linearize it. Linearize means to multiply up and down by this. This is a method. So what is the benefit? This becomes positive definite when transfer it other side. So they are all lined up. All these factors are lined up. And of course, one very important rule is if you are multiplying an equation or an inequation by some factor, it must be non-zero. Otherwise, you are given some equation, say multiply by 0 both sides. 0 is equal to 0, problem is gone. So we are not supposed to multiply by a factor which itself is 0. So we cannot multiply or divide an equation or an equation by 0. So what? When we are saying this also means x is non-zero and x plus 2 is also, and we take care of this. Correct? We'll call it some f of x. Now tell me, f of minus infinity will be plus infinity or minus infinity? Plus infinity. Minus infinity is minus big number. This is minus 10, minus 100. Correct? This is a very crucial step. This means this curve will start from minus plus quadrant. And what are the nodes? This minus 2, minus 1, minus and 0, and what? 2. And then all these are 1, 1. So it will start like this. Correct? It will cross everywhere. Now we will explore where all it is negative, where all this stuff is below x-axis. Here. Here. That's it. What are the solutions here? Pardon? Yeah. Oh, this is very important. And please, you should master it. If you don't do this, then forget about writing ITJ. Forget about writing. And student who is going to write ITJ, to ask him or her this question, if the full answer comes out correctly, there's some chance he or she will be selected. If this answer doesn't come, there's no chance. This is the essentials of ITJ, essentials of Olympiad. And please ask each other, ask me. Very good. So, first what we do, we bring everything both sides, take LCM, simplify, factorize. When the real factor doesn't occur, roots are imaginary. That means that whole quadratic it is a positive definite or negative definite. So if it is positive definite, you bring it this side, sign of inequation will change. No, it will not change. And if it is negative definite, sign of inequation will change. Now, so we did it. I call this a lining up. Then you call it some f of x and find out at minus large negative value whether this whole thing is positive or negative. Minus large, negative large value, minus 10, minus 100. Correct? So suppose minus 10. Minus 10 is a big number, no? Therefore, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, if you put it will be positive. That means this curve, this is a very important thing. This curve starts from minus plus quadrant. And if this goes wrong, everything will go wrong. Okay? Then, you have put your nodes here, 0, minus 2, minus 1, and 2. And their powers is 1, 1, they are 1, 1, 1. The powers are odd integer, then, yeah, it will start and it will cross. It has to visit all the nodes. And it will cross if the power is odd, it will go and return if power is even. So here powers are odd. Then after plotting this rough sketch, find out where all it is negative. This curve, negative means it is below x-axis. These intervals are the solution. So what is the what are the solutions?
X belongs to minus 2, minus 1.
Okay, fine. This, I mean, lot of you know what? Some students they actually say, most of the times when I came here and they gave lectures, students and teachers used to ask, "So where all this is written?" Where? No, it is not written. That means only few people can understand from a book that this is this. Otherwise, other people they want somebody to shout and act in front of them and say it is very important and they do it like this, and then give some 4 5 examples. Oh, but good student, just the first line. The moment it is said, na, if you multiply an inequation by a positive definite factor, the sign of inequation doesn't change. If it is negative definite, sign of inequation changes. If it is indefinite, don't do this, make cases. Correct? And all this. So, now I'm going to give you one question. Try to do this. Let's see the correct answer. Get correct answer. I hope you ask this question, you got to answer. Hmm? Yeah, do this. Yeah, do this one. Let us see if you guess this right. Solve this. And don't forget to put everything in one side. Simplify, factorize, line them up, and put it together. Tell the final answer. Yeah?
X belongs to 0 to 5, union X belongs to 12.
X belongs to
0 to 5, union 12 to X.
let us see if it stays name. Which two? Yeah, you said something. Same answer. Yeah. Any other answer? I hope I will give you correct answer to question. Hmm. Any other answer if there is correct? So you do this. Correct? X minus. Okay, let us see. Yeah. So this X and what are the factors? Yeah. X minus 5.
20 and 3.
Yeah, this finding roots, no? The best thing is to do by this formula, otherwise you have fancy answer. Yeah, 12, 15, it happens. So, and if you do this, what X is okay, you find, yeah, this is called ordinary algebra, this should be correct. So, what are the factors? Hmm. Yeah.
So I got different answers.
Yeah. So, but look at this now. So, see the idea is this. You are given time, you have got the answer, you tell now something is being done on board, please participate here. And this correct? And then x you have multiplied by this, so down is x square, no? X square you have transferred there. And say x should not be equal to 0. You have lined, this is called lining up. This is called you have lined up your factors. Correct? Now you say f of x So tell me, f of minus 10 will be what? Or f of minus 100 will be positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. Or it changes, it has become negative. Yeah. So it will start from minus quadrant, third quadrant. We start from third quadrant. So this 0 and 20. Correct? It will start from this quadrant. So this. Correct? Now your job is to check where all it is positive. It's positive here. It is positive here. So what is the answer?
F minus 1.
A comma 0 union B comma.
Correct? Is the answer. Okay? Actually, a very interesting question, but I cannot go on doing them. So let me tell you one more mixed problem. This is absolute value function and inequation both. So let us see how do we do this. So see this. Now tell me this. If you understand this, it's okay. If a mod of a is greater than alpha square, what does it mean? A is greater than alpha square or a is less than? If you have understood this, fine. Otherwise, remember, sometime you will understand. And second thing, if b is less than beta square, this means b is less than beta square or greater than. So remember this. If you have understood, very fine. And this will help you a lot in solving problems. Now we are going to solve this. And this is a very simple problem. They become very complicated. But please remember, I have told you everything. You know what I know. So you do it correctly and patiently you get the answer. Let us see how we do. So this means what? This means two things. Is this correct? So you have to solve this, you have to solve this and take union. And how do we solve this? We will bring everything in one side. So this will be 2x minus 1. Oh, yeah, okay, this is 2. No, sorry. 2x minus 1 and 2x plus 2. Okay? And what about this? Okay? Multiply up and down by, you transfer it there, correct? And say what x should not be equal to 1. Now this, you can say, you can take 4 here. Now what? Graphically you want to do, you can do. The 3 by 4, this is 1. So this you can gx. G at minus infinity will be positive or negative? Positive. So it will start from g at minus infinity will be positive. So it will start from minus plus quadrant this, and this is 1, this is 1. Correct? So what will happen? We will see where it is negative, so it is negative here. So the answer is 3 by 4 to what? 1. And this is 1 to 1. Now let us see this. So the answer is union of these two. Union of. So what is union? So this 3 by 4 comma 1. Union 1 2. This one cannot be joined because if you put 1 here, it becomes. I mean, division by 0 it is not allowed. Division by 0 is never allowed. So that means x equal to 1 is not the answer. Correct? This is the answer. The total answer. So now suppose had it been less than 2, then it would have been this. It would have been this, and then solve this, and take over. They are very interesting questions. And if you are interested in solving such questions, there is a book called Problems in Mathematics by Russian authors. So the leading author in that is Miroshin, Daibo, Miroshin, and therefore Goro. Okay? So just say problems in mathematics, Daibo, you will get, and then you will get it very cheap, 100 rupees, 120 rupees. You will get it old also, old copy. Okay, old copy also is 150 rupees. You get. So students they buy this book and keep it. But good students buy this book, keep it, and daily practice 1 or 2 problems. And if you practice problems from this book, you will be ahead of others. Each problem is different. Okay, whatever I am discussing is there from there. Okay, and this is yeah.
So since the both sides are always a square. So
Okay, wait. Yeah, he's saying this. He's right. You can square both the sides. Okay, you can square both the sides, and then also you have to bring this 2 here. That's okay. Yeah. So this. He's saying you square them and then bring this 4 here. That's okay. Okay. So this. Okay. Now, if you think you have understood this business, then I've got a test question. And let us see if you can get the correct answer. Find all solutions of this inequation. The answer should be fully correct. Do whatever you want. Yeah. So if you get answer, tell me. First answer, let's see. But you have to speak up your answer loudly. I don't know whether I am loud enough. Yeah. Minus 1, minus 1, 2, 5. 1, 5. Minus 1 to 5, first answer has come. Correct answer is yet to come. Minus infinity to 2 and union what 5 to. The correct answer is yet to come. Yeah, 2 to 5. The correct answer is yet to come. 5 to infinity. The correct answer is yet to come. I want full correct answer. Yeah. Minus infinity to 1. Minus 1 to infinity, you're saying. Oh, minus infinity to 1. Minus infinity to 1. Union. The correct answer is yet to come. And just one thing. It's better to put colon here. This is more theoretically more correct. Actually, this with comma it appears like a coordinate. Intervals are colon. So correct answer is yet to come. Anybody?
Sir, minus infinity to 1, union 5 comma.
This only. Okay, now let me see. Actually, I can go on. I think over the years I get answer up to K. I, K, K. But these are very dicey problems. Even I am very nervous when I have to solve these problems. Yeah. Yeah, you can come near and say loudly. Yeah. Minus infinity to 1 union 5 to infinity. That answer is there. So now let us solve this. Now see this. We are going to solve this problem. Now the master declaration here is 2x minus 1 should be this. Otherwise, they have to be real. Everything in an inequation, left hand side, right hand side, finally they should be real. This is the master condition. Then case 1. So what? We are going to cross multiply by x minus 2. So case 1 should be what? X minus 2 is positive. Correct? So if you multiply, so this will be 2x minus 1 and what? Since it is positive, sign of an equation will not change.
Sir,
Correct?
sir, x belongs to 1 by 2 to infinity minus 2.
1 by 2 to
Infinity minus 2.
minus 2. Yes.
half to close bracket half to 1, union 5 to infinity.
Half to, yeah,
1, union 5 to
yeah, this appears to be good, but it has come very late. Okay, let us see. So this, now square both sides. Can we square both sides? Yes, we have declared x minus 2 is positive. So 2x minus 1. This means x square what? This means what? X square minus 6x plus 5 is correct. So this means do it graphically. Correct? So now what? This and this overlap of this. X is greater than 2 and this was x is less than 1. They should be at a different height, different thing. And whenever it is this x is less than 1 or this will be a single broken line at the same height. So x is greater than 5. How many lines are there? 2. There are no 3 lines, there are 2 lines. One single broken. So where is the overlap of 2 lines?
5.
Is correct. So 5 to 15. Correct? Now second case. X minus 2 is negative. This is very important. X minus 2 is negative. So what will happen if we multiply sine of it to the equation and change that? This has changed. Now can we square this? No. X minus 2 is negative, we have written it. Leave it. And before leaving, just check that it is true or false. Leave it means you cannot do anything. It is true, na? Positive number is greater than negative number. It is true. So when you leave it, that means your algorithm, what is it called? Analysis is not giving you any answer. Declarations themselves are the answer. And there are 2 declarations. That means overlap of those declarations will be the answer. So what is the overlap of these declarations? This mark, don't forget this master declaration. So it says x is greater than half and it says x is less than 2. Sorry, you are still not right. This is the correct answer. What? The correct answer is half 2 union 5 2. This is the full correct answer. And you put numbers from here, it will be satisfied. You put numbers from here, it will be satisfied. And you put numbers, suppose you put 4, so what will happen? This 8 minus 1, 7. And upon what? 2, 7 is less than 2. Is it true? False. The 4 is not the solution. 4 is not the. This problem can check whether you are alert about the equations. When inequations are there, I feel nervous. He gave this answer, I almost accepted it. But I thought let us see. The correct answer is. Okay? Okay, I like doing this very much. And I'm tempted to tell you these things, but I should stop and move to the next thing. Next issue. Yeah, the next issue is, so in this Olympiad and ITJ, you should be very confident about these things. Antecedent part, fractional part, okay? At least these things, algebra and logarithms. You can add logarithms and you can add quadratic equations. Correct? You must have done them. You must do them very well. Okay? So the next issue is this. So J, greatest integer function. So what happens? Every number, say 3.4 is between 4 and 3. So 3.4, G of 3.4 is 3. It is called the greatest integer which is less than your number. Greatest integer which is less than your number. So what is it? 3. and this is called lift. Least integer, and this is GIF. So all the real numbers they lie between GIF and lift. They are greater than GIF and less than lift. Okay. So this 3 point lift of 3.4 is how much? 4. And this is also called floor. This is called floor. Floor function. This is called ceiling. Ceiling and floor. We are in between them. So 3.4. The ceiling is 4 and floor is 3. Correct? And this is called fractional part. And fractional part always is what? Less than 1 and greater than 0 and positive. Fractional part of any real number is always positive. Whatever. So these are the nomenclatures. Actually, this floor, this chip, more theoretically, this floor is this. Looks like you wrote, na? And this ceiling is this. Looks like ceiling, na? But these notations are not used in order. These two are used, and they tell you what they are saying. Correct? So now tell me this. What is the integer part of minus 3.4?
Just 4.
Minus 4.
Minus 4, because minus 3.4 will be written as minus 3 minus 0.4. And I cannot pick up this as fractional part, it is negative. So I'll have to make it positive. In order to make it positive, I'll have to add and subtract 1. This and this will be minus 4, and this will be what? That means minus, the correct representation of minus 3.4 is what? Minus 4 plus 0.6. It is not minus 3 plus minus 3 minus 0.6. That is useless. Is this correct? So that is why this is equal to 4 and fractional part of minus 3.4 is what? Correct? 0.6. Okay? Because this fractional part has to be positive. Now there are lots of very interesting questions which are asked. For example, the first interesting question is this itself. What? Yeah. Find out all real numbers which will satisfy this equation, where this bracket means greatest integer function. Right? So greatest integer function is 3, x will be what?
First bracket 3 to 4 open.
X should be less than 4 and greater than
Greater than equal.
great. And this is a great relationship. This is equal, very difficult problems. It's called estimation. That means greatest integer part of x is less than or equal to x and greater than x minus 1. This is called estimation theory. And what is it? Let us see. This greatest integer part is like this: 0 to 1, 2, 3. If you want to plot now, so 0 to 1, it will be this, and then it will have a jump of 1, right? This, and then it will jump here. Correct? So it will be this. So it is called dot here, and this is hold. And then hold here, and this is dot. Like this. So basically it goes as a staircase function. goes as a staircase function. And if you join these dots, this is y equals, this line is y equal to x. And if you join these holes, like this, holes, this line is y equal to, that means this whole staircase function lies between these two lines. This is what it tells you. That this is below this line, above this. You can make a good picture. Okay? So whole staircase, and what happens is there sometimes in books they join it to make it like staircase. But it is understood these vertical lines are not the part of the function. Correct? So it's a staircase function. So okay, this you have done it very simply. Can this answer come from here, from this? Check. Does it come from here? From this theory? This answer? Yeah? But remember, this is a very serious theory. You know this, you can solve a lot of interesting problems. Okay? Now tell me this. Can you tell me some numbers which will satisfy this equation, roots of this equation? There will be infinitely many or finite number of them, or some few of them you can tell me. Yeah? Just tell numbers. You solve or do what you like. Yeah? So I'll tell you a method where good number of problems you can solve. So say net
2 answers.
2. What are they?
1 by 3 and 1, 2 by 3 and 2 as
X equal to 1 by 3 and x equal to?
No sir. Actually I got fractional and integer values separate.
Tell me x value.
4 by 3 and 8 by 2.
Good. 4 by 3 and 8. Can't tell me anything else. Arey, don't lose your common sense. X equal to 0 is a solution. X equal to 0 is a solution. So I think he has done it well. Yeah. 3 roots. And there won't be any other number. Now let us see how you will solve it. You say x equal to n plus q, n is into pledge, that n is integer and q is a fractional. Q is a fraction. So you can write this as 4 plus n is equal to 3n plus 3q. Now these problems can be solved if you can write q in terms of n. Yeah, you can. So what? This is n by 3 equal to q. Now put it in its bounds and solve this equation and solve this equation. So what it says, n is greater than 0, correct? And this says what? N is less than 3. So n is less than 3 and greater than 0. How many integers are possible? 0, 1 and 2. 0, 1 and 2. That's it. So you have solved this problem. What you are getting? You are getting n possible values of n. Correct? And the variable is x. N and q you have introduced. You cannot give answer in terms of n and q. So find out the corresponding q. So corresponding q will be what? 0, 1 by 3 and what? 2 by 3. And x will be this. This is how you got something like this. That's it. In these questions, many times, number of solutions are a question. How many solutions? How many solutions? 3. Correct? So you put is equal to n plus q. If you can write q in terms of n, that means you can solve it. You can find out the possible values of n. Then you can calculate corresponding values of q, and then can add, and your answer will be x, not n and q. So answer is what? 0 and yeah. Now question changes. Question changes. What? How many solutions?
So 0, 5 by 4.
How many?
5, 3.
3 solutions.
4.
4 solutions. Very good. What are they? Yeah, tell me. So there will be 4 possible values of n, and then corresponding values of q you find out and add them to get the answer. Or you can do this. Like here the answer you could have written was this: x is equal to n plus q.
So minus 5 by 1.
Yeah, please see this. Here you could have written answer like this, and n is equal to what? 0, 1. Correct? And here let us solve this problem. So this will be what? X equal to n plus q. Degree of n, and this is 4n plus 4q. So this will be minus n equal to 4q. So q is equal to what? Correct? So set it in its bounds. So if you solve this inequation, you will get minus n is greater than 4, that is n is less than minus 4. And what? This minus n is less than 4, that is n is greater than, from minus 4, oh, I'm sorry, this is 0 now. Correct? So from 0 to minus 4 to 0, how many solutions? How many n values? So n equal to minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. And q will be what? This.
Minus 3 by 4.
Yeah, minus 3, no, 3 by 4. And this will be 2 by 4. And this will be 1 by 4 and 0. And add them. You've got 4 solutions. You've got 4 solutions. Correct? You can see this problem graphically like this if you have your scale and pencil, etc. The staircase function is like this. This in the first example, you are having this. The staircase function is equal to 3 by 4 x. And if you say this is the geometrical method of solving equation. X equal to this, plot this. X equal to, what is this? This is a line whose slope is less than 1. So this line will be what? The slope 1 is this, no? So it will be like this. I mean, slope less than 1 will be like this. So it is likely to cut at few places and then it may leave out the staircase. Graphically you can check this. But if the slope is what? More than 1. So it will be like this now. When it will cut? It will cut negative. And if you have to use your pencil and scale and all that very well, you can get this. Correct? So this. Okay? Now let's solve some more problems. Uh, yeah, see this. Let us see them quickly to discuss. Example 7. So 7 fractional part of x. We have to solve this. Fractional part of x, integer, greatest integer. So we'll say x, let x be equal to what? So this will be 7 n plus q plus 2 n plus q. This is 3n plus 3q. Correct? So this will be what? Fractional part will use q, and this will be integer part also 2n. So this will be 4q is equal to n. So q is equal to n by 4. Now put it in its bounds. How many solutions will get?
4.
4. So n is equal to 3, 2, 1, 0.